Hi. My movie Indy Steps is still available on DVD and video on demand. Go to IndyStepsMovie.com and find out where you can get your copy. Thanks.
Now, I don't know what's taking the storyteller so long. The timeline should have synced up weeks ago. Well, I guess I'm going to have to now, unless you want to do it. As much as I appreciate the vote of confidence, Uncle Bob, that is a pathetic excuse. Alright, well, I better go do the show. Again. Hello. Mr. Researcher here, because the storyteller isn't. So, this week I'm going to be looking at a movie about a girl who wakes up from a coma after 19 years. Is it worth watching? Find out when I look at Leaving Limbo on this week's Indy Christian review. Now, Leaving Limbo was actually originally a stage play called My Wonderful Coma that premiered in 2008. 2 years later, after a great deal of positive audience response, they made a movie out of it, and it was released in 2013 as Leaving Limbo. Life was looking up for 19-year-old Monica in 1989. She had her whole life ahead of her, and she was engaged to her high school sweetheart, Ben. But all that changed when she and her friends were in a terrible car accident that left her in a coma. 19 years later, she miraculously wakes up and now faces the challenge of picking up the pieces of the life that she missed. As one could imagine, life in 2008 takes quite a bit of adjusting for Monica, especially when everyone she knew is now 20 years older than she remembers. It's almost as if she's traveled forward in time and is now a teenager stuck in a nearly 40-year-old body.
If I'm immature, then you're way mature. As in, major mature, borderline geezer, mature-orama.
And a rather annoying teenager at that. Her struggles are compounded when she discovers that no one knew that she's been in a coma all these years. Not her fiancé, nor her best friend Tuesday. And to add insult to injury, she finds out that after the accident, Ben and Tuesday actually ended up getting married and had a son, before they later divorced. Now, one might think that in this situation, she would simply explain to her friends, hey, I've been in a coma for 2 decades. Let's catch up and get me back up to speed, because I'm really traumatized right now. But for some reason, she feels compelled to keep it a secret. And then she also ends up learning things in a roundabout, awkward way, tragic news about people that she once knew, and it just devastates her. But the problem is there were opportunities for her to learn these things and for her to tell her story to others, so so much of the awkwardness and the drama could have been avoided, if this happened in real life. The entire first 2/3 of the movie actually remind me of a running joke on CinemaSins, where they talk about how a lot of the misunderstandings in movies happen only because characters don't actually talk or ask questions like real people. In Leaving Limbo, no one tells anyone anything, which just causes Monica so much unnecessary mental trauma and grief that really could have been avoided. In case you forgot, remember, Monica is still mentally a teenager from the 1980s. Like, really from the 80s.
Any minute now, God's gonna come down and say, psych, or Ed McMahon's gonna knock on the front door and give me a check so I can hire Doc Brown to build me a time machine out of a DeLorean and I can go back to 1989 and all will be well in my world.
Really, dialogue like that is all over this film. I do think they could have dialed back the 80s slang just a wee bit. Maybe I'm nitpicking too much. I really did enjoy this film. It's a fairly unique story and is very well told. It's well shot and the acting is phenomenal. There's a great blend of humor and heart that really make for a very enjoyable viewing experience. And I would especially like to give kudos to lead actress Mandy Brown. Her portrayal of Monica was phenomenal. I was totally sold on her performance. So all that said, Leaving Limbo is definitely worth watching, and I highly recommend picking up your own copy. Huh? Oh no. Oh, no. Genocron, please, no. You don't understand. Things have changed, all right? Look, we discovered that we're all part of the storyteller. We're all connected, including you. Please, let's talk this out.
If you are really part of the storyteller, then hurting you will hurt him, which is exactly what I want.
No, please, no. No.
No, 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 no!
Ah! No! Ah! Storyteller! Ah!
Genocron!
An energy disruptor. How clever. That probably would have destroyed me a week ago. This isn't over, storyteller. Not by a long shot. I will return. And I will kill you.